Hi everybody, it is Kat. Welcome back for my weigh-in. It's supposed to be weigh-in Wednesday, but it's Thursday. I'm sorry. I had a really hard time nailing Honey down to try to do this video with me yesterday, and he's not here because he's working. So I'm going to update you on his and my weigh-ins. All right, Honey's weigh-in is minus 1.5 pounds. And so that is awesome. He's down about 4 pounds since we've started. It's been a few weeks and I am down 2.2 pounds. So I'm so happy about that because last week, if you remember, I was up like 1.2 or something like that. I don't remember right now, but I was up, and I really thought that maybe it had a lot to do with the sodium, and I think I was right because the day before, you know, I had diet soda, I didn't watch the sodium, I didn't drink any water, and I knew something was going to go wrong. So I do think because I was pretty responsible as far as like tracking and doing all the things that I was supposed to do, I thought maybe I had lost a few ounces or something, but my sodium was covering that up, my sodium level. And so this week, I feel like it showed up with whatever I lost this week. So I'm being really, really good about drinking my water. This is about 33 ounces, and I drink about 2 of these, or I'm shooting for 2 of these per day, plus whatever diet drinks or tea or whatever I drink. On top of that, I don't actually count that as well with these 2. But anyway, I'm doing much better about that. Some things that worked for us this week is more water, more sleep. We're both really being aware of getting more rest and how important that is. And we've been talking a lot about exercise. We've been talking a lot about not over-exercising, and at this point in our life, we're both 55, you know, that kind of changes the amount of exercise we need and the amount of food that we need. It's not what I think they tell us that it's supposed to be a certain way, and we believe it, but that's not based on real data according to our age group. Anyway, I'm going to link a video below if you want to watch it. One of my favorite coaches on YouTube here is Debra Atkinson, and she has a channel called Flipping 50, and I've always loved her. She's so amazing. And believe it or not, I won a contest she had one time, and I was a guest on one of her podcasts a couple years back, actually a few years back. But anyway, it was about my journey, and she was interviewing me, and it was so awesome being able to talk to her. But she did a TED Talk, and I'm going to link that one below, and it's all about talking about, you know, the misconceptions that were taught in the age group of, you know, post-menopause, about what you're supposed to do to lose weight, and what you think you're supposed to do isn't really what really works. So it's very eye-opening. I'm going to put it below. It's a really good talk. And again, she has a YouTube channel called Flipping 50. I would definitely check that out because she really deals with a lot of that and the mind issues and stuff. That being said, so does Paula B Fitness. She has an amazing channel. And if you want to work on mindset, on the days she's not doing her fitness, she's working on mindset, and those would be all of her Q&A sessions. Those are definitely worth listening to. So some of the things that I did this week that I think really helped were getting a lot of water, sleep, and number 3, I really concentrated on mindset. And mindset is huge. It's one of the things that Paula B really talks about. And I chose 2 of the 5 things that I need to be doing every day. Even though I'm doing these 5 things every day, enough water, sleep, mindset, exercising the right amount, and eating the right foods. How could I leave that out? Eating the right amount of food every day, calories. I choose 2 of those every day to focus on even more. And so most of this week it was water and mindset, or water and sleep. And so this week, like today, I'll choose 2 things. I'm still on mindset because I'm reading the ebook that Paula B put out. And so I really am appreciating that. So I really want to focus more on mindset, which is what I'm doing. And then, you know what, I'll probably focus more on my foods today because I think I've got it down on my water. So I will focus on getting the right number of calories today as well as mindset. So anyway, doing that and focusing on a couple of things and looking at this overall picture is really helping me to keep myself in the zone. Another thing that helps to keep me in the zone is watching my other WW pals on their channels. And doing that helps keep me in that place where, okay, my tribe is thinking about these things and they're talking about these things and this is the stuff we do, right? And it just becomes more and more part of me throughout the day. That really helps a lot. Honey and I have made some substitutions this week. That's something else that's really helped us because instead of choosing the like 5-point hamburger bun at dinner time, we've said, can we put this turkey burger or whatever it is in a 1-point pita or in a 2-point wrap or in a 0-point potato instead of using the 5-point white flour bun, right? Which, yeah, you can have it if you want it and you have the points and your health says that it's okay to have it. But it's like, we wanted to try to make substitutions and make it in a better way if we could, to go with something that was whole grain or just whole food or, something else. And I think that's really helped and paid off. One of the things that we maybe saw challenges with this week is, we went to a buffet on date night last week, and date night was like 2 nights after New Year's. And so New Year's, we had a cheese platter, right? So I had a lot of cheese and fatty foods. And then when we went out on date night, there was a cheese area because we went to a buffet. And not all the buffets are open here in Vegas, but there is this one that's not too far from us, and it's a pretty good buffet. And so I had some of that fatty cheese again. And what happened was I ended up having this like attack. I don't have a gallbladder anymore, but I do get, if I have too much fat at one time, it's really hard for my my liver to process it, because I guess maybe it makes your bile real viscous or something like that going through your tubes, and it's hard on your pancreas, and you end up getting this right shoulder pain, and it's like in your back as well. And it just, I don't know, it happens when I have too much fat, and that's what happened. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have to back off of this. One of the challenges anyway that we found in going to the buffet, of course, is that there's so much temptation to, maybe go over. And sometimes it's like your intentions are good, but when you have too much of everything, it's almost overwhelming to try to track it. And it took like 2 days. My husband and I both took pictures of everything that we ate, and I'll show you those. And so we took pictures so that we could go back and put that into our app. And for him, he tracked it. It took him like 2 days to track it, but he tracked it all. And then for me, I just was so overwhelmed, I never put it in. And so what ended up happening was I knew that I didn't have 41 weeklies left because I used some in my in going out that night, but I didn't really have the time to sit and do this and sort it all out, because even though I get all of the stuff that's on there, I don't eat it all. Like maybe I got 2 fried shrimp, I ate 1, right? I'll get a tablespoon of mac and cheese. Maybe I'll eat half of that and go, it's not worth it, and not eat the other half of the tablespoon. And so it's like, I don't, even though I take a picture of it, sometimes it's kind of hard to remember how much you actually left on the plate. And I just thought it'd be weird to take a picture of the plate after I was done, but I suppose maybe that would be an idea. That way I could go, oh yeah, I didn't eat all of this or whatever, right? But anyway, it just seemed like overwhelming to sort it all out that I didn't end up getting back to it. So what I ended up doing was not using any more weeklies for the rest of the week. And I just stayed under point because I knew that I had used weeklies. I didn't know how many, so I didn't go into them at all. And so that's not the way to go about it, because I really should know what I'm having. And I'm really, you know, up to usually putting everything in. I just didn't have a lot of time and it seemed like a lot. But that's not the way that I want to do it, you know, from now on. I really do want to put it in like he did, like I told him to do. I just didn't, you know, and then I got new weeklies, so I didn't get the chance to put them in. But anyway, so that posed a little bit of an issue, having so many choices. So we'll have to rethink that next date night and see, do we want to do that again, or do we want to go somewhere else where I feel maybe it's just easier to, you know what I mean, focus. I'll just get a little salmon, a little salad, some, you know, a bun, and be done with it. So the dessert plate is something that we share. Also, and a lot of it isn't good. You know, maybe like the chocolate cake, I really wanted chocolate cake that night. And so we got that piece and we're going to split it. But what I'm thinking in my mind is this chocolate cake is going to taste like the one that they have at Sam's Club, which is like a triple chocolate cake. I don't want to trigger anybody, but that thing is good. That is so amazing. It's super chocolatey, super rich. This was not like that at all. And so, like, you know, I had 2 bites and it was like almost supremely disappointing. And so then at that point, we left a lot of it, right? And so anyway, the first look can be very deceiving. What we end up with is not at all, you know, what we've actually left on the plate. So anyway, I think we've learned that water is supremely important. We're going to be doing that and keeping on all the things that we need to do this week. Again, I really want to encourage you to check out the video below as far as like exercise and being post 50, because it really is eye-opening. That's Debra Atkinson. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go for today, and I will probably see you in like a what I eat type video next. Love you guys a lot, and happy Thursday.